Hello, everyone. My name is Mickey Johnson. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for the San Antonio Trial Lawyers Association. I'm here today with our August 2023 Member of the Month, Mrs. Ana Victoria Diaz of the Watts Guerra Law Firm here in San Antonio. We're here at Watts Guerra's new office downtown near the Pearl area. Um, Ana is a relatively newly licensed attorney. She's also a new SATLA member. And so we just wanted to take this moment to introduce her to the organization, learn a little bit more about her background, of why she chose to join SATLA, and hopefully encourage her to participate with us in our CLEs, our networking events, and maybe even partnering with some of the other SATLA lawyers on cases together. So, with all that, Anna, could you just tell our membership, please, a little bit about where you're from, where you went to school at, and a little bit about your professional background before you landed here at Watts Garage.
Of course. So my name is Ana Diaz. I'm originally from Panama City. I'm an attorney back there. I graduated in 2011, and then I decided to do an LLM, which is a master's degree at the University of Tulane in New Orleans, master's degree in energy and environmental law. I met my now husband there, so I decided to stay United States. We moved to San Antonio, and I got a job here at Watts Guerra as a paralegal. I was not licensed yet. And I debated between taking the bar, not taking the bar, and eventually I took it and I passed this February. I took it February. I learned that I passed in May, no, April. I got the results in April. And yeah, I'm a baby attorney, but I'm excited to looking forward to what's coming.
Awesome, awesome. Well, congratulations on passing the bar. I know it must have been a little bit, more challenging for you coming from another country and everything.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what type of law did you do in Panama before you Tulane and everything?
So I worked in-house for an energy company. So I did corporate law, a little bit of civil litigation. I saw a lot of contracts. Yeah,
Okay.
it's very different from what I'm doing here, but it's good to expand my
Yeah.
horizons and kind of know every type of law.
Yeah, well, that's great. It sounds like you have a pretty broad foundation that you're starting with, and I'm sure it's just going to grow over the years, practicing here at Watts Garrett Law Firm. So, I just wanted to ask, just for my own edification, when did you join SATLA, and why did you decide to join SATLA?
So I joined SATLA at the beginning of June. Like immediately I passed the bar, I joined.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of wanted to join because like I said, I'm originally from Panama, so I don't know a lot of people in San Antonio, and I've heard that SATLA is like a great community of, attorneys that they help each other, and I've been able to see that because I'm in the server,
Right.
and I get the emails where everyone's like asking questions, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, and that to me is very valuable. Not knowing a lot of people here that I have a platform where I can go like, hey, I'm a new attorney. I have this problem. Can someone help me?
Yeah.
So that's really why I joined SATLA. I wanted like to be part of this community of attorneys here in San Antonio.
Right, right. Well, that's awesome. That's definitely what the organization is about. Glad to hear that you're already using the listserv.
Yes.
That's just a great resource. I've told other members, and it really applies to me as well. The listserv and SATLA, it's almost an extension of your own law firm. If you feel like you're a solo and you don't have any help, well, you actually do have some help if you go to the SATLA listserv, if you reach up, grab your phone and call someone. So I would encourage you to continue to use the listserv, continue to pick the phone and call people and say, hey, I'm new. We were all new once, and so we're all here to help. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk with you about is, Watts Guerra, a lot of the law firms that are part of our membership, they're really focused on doing plaintiffs' personal injury work. They're not typically representing defendants. They're not typically representing insurance companies. And these, personal injury cases can be difficult. You're oftentimes facing, a much more well-resourced defendant. Sometimes evidence can be harder to get when you're on the plaintiff side. And so I'm just curious, why have you chosen to get into plaintiff's work, and specifically, trial work? Because Watts Guerra is a law firm that does trial.
Um, I think since the very beginning, I knew I wanted to be on the plaintiff side. It's just something that I, drawn to like helping people that have been wronged. So for me, that's very important, especially being here in San Antonio, where there are a lot of like Spanish speakers. I feel like I can help a lot of people, getting the help they need through, if they are in a car wreck, like leading them to where they need to go, to make their lives better. So that's, yeah, I think since the beginning I knew that I wanted to be a plaintiff's attorney.
Okay, good. Again, most of us at SATLA feel the exact same way. And so you're definitely joining the right association. If you want to help people, that's really what our association is all about. So again, as part of doing plaintiff's injury work, sometimes we get to, get good results for our clients. Sometimes we make long lasting relationships with our clients, or maybe sometimes we could encourage a client to, get a better job, or maybe even go to law school themselves. I'm just curious, in your time in Panama or your time now, are there any stories or clients or results, that just made you feel good to be a lawyer?
Yeah, yeah. So I had this client, she's an old lady. I love her. We made a really good bond, and she called me and I felt like we helped her a lot. We got the full policy limits, and she was like really happy. And she actually retired in Panama.
Oh,
Yeah, so she with the money, like she was like, I want to retire in Panama, like, and so I helped her like look into like houses and stuff like that in Panama. And she still sometimes like texts me like, yeah, so that, and those are the perks of like doing this job. Like you get to help people live a better life. She was really bad injured. We got a really good result for her, and now she's living a good life in Panama.
wow, that's an amazing story. Had she been to Panama before, or she just found out about it because of you?
No, so she was married to a Panamanian, but he was born in Panama and hadn't been there. Like he moved when he was a baby here to San Antonio. So it was a dream of hers and the husband to move to Panama. And coincidentally, I'm from Panama, and they're like, "This is a sign. Like
Yeah,
we're gonna retire in Panama."
yeah, wow,
Yeah.
that really is amazing. You had mentioned to me before when we were just talking, how you're fluent in Spanish.
Yes.
That Spanish was your first language, and I'm just curious, how is being fluent in Spanish, how does that, benefit you in your practice here? How does that help you?
Oh, it's wonderful, especially being in San Antonio where, a lot of people speak Spanish. I've been able to like help the clients. There's a lot of situations where the clients are surrounded by only English speaker attorneys. They don't know what's happening. They hear all these big words. They hear trial, this and that, and they don't know. So I'm glad that I'm able to be kind of like a voice for them, and kind of like explain to them like this is the process, this is what's going on. You're not alone, like this is what we're doing. So I'm really, really grateful that I'm here in San Antonio.
Yes, where you get to use it.
Where I get to really, really use it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's great. I just outside of the law, you had mentioned, that you do some yoga, and but could you tell our membership here a little bit about the volunteer work and organization that you used to run with your family back in Panama?
Yeah, so back in Panama, my family had an organization called Cadena de Amor, which means chain of love. And we would bring kids from the countryside of Panama, very, very humble kids that would have never come to like the city. And we took them to the Panama Canal. We took them to, like as I was mentioning, you meet the president because Panama is really small. So you can do that. Like if
Yeah.
you book an appointment, like it's something that can happen.
Yes.
So we did that for them. Each kid had like a godmother, a godfather that would like give them all the school supplies that they needed for the year. They would buy them groceries. Like it was a really, really good experience. And like I was telling you, I'm looking to find something like that here in San Antonio where I can give back to like the community.
Wow. Well, there's a ton of organizations in San Antonio, and they'll be happy to have you either on their board or just to help, promote their cause or donate. But SATLA specifically, we also do fundraisers every year. We've done fundraisers for several different organizations, but Child Advocate to San Antonio, CASA is one. So if you want to get involved with them, again, please reach out to me, reach out to the papers on the board, and we can get you in touch with our organizations that we're sponsoring. And so just to wrap things up, again, thank you for sitting down with me today. I would encourage you to come to our next luncheon, our next CLE luncheon. Typically try to have those every month. In the summer, people are out, so it's a little bit hidden, touch and go in the summer. But we will be having a lot of those in the fall. We're also going to be having networking mixers. And so I just encourage you to come to as many events as you can. Please continue participating on the listserv. And if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You have my phone number. There should be a directory online as well. You can find the other people. And so we wish you all the best in your career, in your time working as a lawyer here at Guerra. And again, congratulations on being SATLA's Member of the Month, and I hope to see you around soon.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.